when you think of the back, you think about width and thickness. So probably the main thing is you think about, width, lats. So you want your lats to grow and stick out so that you have, the V taper. And I noticed that whenever I would train back, I used to do the pull-down machine, the lat pull-down, always, or the close grip pull-down. I never did pull-ups or chin-ups or wide grip pull-ups. And then one time I was on vacation, and I was out in this cabin thing out in the woods, and there was no exercise equipment, obviously, but I found a tree limb, and I did several sets of pull-ups on it. And the next day I was like, oh, my whole lat was just numb, and I don't think I could move my arm. It was like the best back workout for lats that I'd ever done. So I was at that moment going forward, I was like, okay, I'm always going to do wide grip pull-ups. And they're harder to do, but once you get going with it, it definitely brings out the back. It just hits it a lot different than the pull down. So I've been doing them ever since. And one of the rules is, if you can only do 6 repetitions at one time, because it's hard to do. But if you can only do 6, then just do as many as you can until you get to somewhere between 40 and 50 total. So right now, I can usually get about 15 somewhat smooth reps, and then I'll come back and do another set. So I usually do around somewhere between 40 and 50, usually around 45 total, 3 sets of 15. And I superset back with chest, so I'll do an incline dumbbell press for chest, and then I'll put the weight down and go over and do wide grip pull-ups. And then after I do my wide grip pull-ups, I'll do a close grip pull down on the machine with the cable. So I'll grab the V bar and pull it down after I've done my wide grip pull-ups. And then if I do decide that I want to do a wide grip pull down on the machine, which sometimes I still throw that in, because when you do pull-ups, you're always using your body weight. So when you use the wide grip pull down machine, you can use less weight. And sometimes it's better to do that, but I still include the wide grip pull-ups. But if I do the pull down, then I'll do a close grip pull-up. So out of those 2 sets for back, I don't do all of it using my body weight. Sometimes I will use I always at least use the pull down for half of it, just because it's really hard to do. If you do 3 sets of wide grip pull-ups and then do 3 sets of close grip pull-ups, it's just really hard to do because you're using only your body weight. But definitely do one or the other, and just try it and see. You won't believe how sore you get from it. But with the back, it's always, if you're going to use your body weight, do that exercise first. So that's why I always hit the chin-ups first, because if you try to do them the 2nd or 3rd exercise in, you just can't get that many reps out of it, just because your muscle's done at that moment. And for me, when you think about back width and then back thickness, which is the middle part of the back. And I've always focused on back width first. Let me try that again. My first 2 exercises for back are focused on width. So they're going to be chin-ups, wide grip pull-ups, close grip pull-ups, close grip pull-downs, wide grip pull-downs, something like that. Then after I've done those 2 exercises, then I'll go to 2 exercises for back thickness, which is going to be a bent over barbell row. So stand up on a bench or a box or something, so that you can drop the weight as far down and almost you touch the bottom of the top of your foot with the weight, and then you pull it up and try to bring the bar into your abs, and keep your back straight like that, and that's an excellent exercise for back thickness, as well as a T-bar row, which is the same kind of movement where the weight is positioned kind of more at a 45-degree angle. So you can stand on it and you can hold it close grip and pull the weight in, and that's a great exercise for the middle back. And it's also hits the lower back because you have to keep your back level, so your lower back becomes involved, and you don't necessarily have to exercise it. You don't have to do exercises targeting the lower back specifically, because you have these exercises where it's forcing you to keep your lower back involved. But so there's 4 exercises for back. I did 2 exercises for back width, and then I did 2 exercises for back thickness. And one exercise that definitely you should do for back is the deadlift. And I used to hate the deadlift. I didn't do it at all. And then I started trying it, and your whole back gets sore. Every part of it. You're just like, it's a great exercise. But to do the deadlift, I mean, you're picking it up off the ground, and then you're bringing your back into it. So what you do is you do a thing called a rack pull, which is a modified deadlift, where you go to the squat rack and you elevate the bar, put the bar on the squat rack and elevate it so that it's high to where the bar is positioned below your kneecaps. And then you can grab the bar and then just pull it up and then drop it back down, kind of like this motion here. And you bring it up, and then you get to the top, and you can really pull your shoulder blades back, feel the tension in the back. But that's an exercise that you do 15 reps and keep the weight kind of lighter, not necessarily real heavy, but lighter, to where you can really feel it in the back, and you're not getting sloppy and throwing it around. But that exercise, hands down, destroys the back. So I definitely recommend that, and it's a great exercise to finish your back workout with. And I superset it with the dumbbell pullovers. So I'll do a set of dumbbell pullovers, and then go over and do a set of rack pull. And if you haven't tried it, try it. It's really great.